This is for all of you that want to see what a 1993 engine looks like, which is right here, which I sold a while back. This has a 65cc metric kit cylinder with the stock head. It has a promo pipe, which is a beautiful pipe, a 19mm Delorta carburetor, and a racing variator. And right next to it is another engine I bought and built. It's 80ccs. What I want to show you the difference between these two designs. If you'll notice, on the 93 that came with my bike, the plug is straight up, and on the 94 redesign the plug is angled backwards. You cannot put this on this. This fits a Honda Vision, which the intakes are a little bit different, and that's the problem with them. And also the size of the crankshafts are larger on the bigger one here. I just thought I'd show you that because I happened to find these pictures. Now here is the size of pistons. There's all different kind of sizes you can use. This is like 80 cc's, 85cc cylinder. And you can see it's got larger intakes, and it has a very large rear boost port compared to stock. And here's the kit that I got. It's 85cc cylinder, a nice piston with rear boost ports, a head, 4 really nice studs, head gasket, base gasket, ring, grunion pin, and also it had a C-clip to hold it in. Now this is interesting here. This is your stock 85cc cylinder, and I want you to know it's the height to the deck, and your deck is right there. That's what they call the deck height. Is approximately 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters. Now over here, this is the same type of cylinder, but this cylinder is same diameter, but you'll notice that instead of 9 centimeters tall, it's about 10. This one is for a stock crank with no modifications. This other one right here is for a longer stroker crank, so it's about 1 millimeter higher. That's the difference between a stock 85cc cylinder and your stroker. Just want to let you see that. And here's the front, and you can see that's your stroker and that's your stock. And here is the piston height. I don't know why I took that, but I did. And then of course here's the front of my two engines. I wish I had more pictures on this, but hindsight's always 20/20. Here's your, you can see I had to use the stock intake on this. It worked really well with the Delorta carb. When I got the cylinder, it came with the cylinder and piston. It also came with a really nice engine jet that you put in the carb, and it worked real well. And this promo pipe, I don't know if you can get them anymore. I got all the stuff from VT, worked really well. And of course I still have the stock oil in this one, and I left it in that one. But what you can do is, if you use a stock oil pump, you don't want to use it, you want to use premix. But what I did was take a fuel line and put it on one end of the intake and all the way around to the outtake on both of them, so it just pumping a little air back and forth. But those are two really fun engines. Those are both non-stroker. 63cc on the left, 85cc on the right. And that's a 52 millimeter stroker piston and cylinder. And here's the difference between these two types. Now, people have asked me, well, what's the best type? I don't know. Okay, when I order from VT, I say, look, give me a cylinder, give me a good one, this and that. I don't get to pick. It just, I get whatever they send me. And these are two different sizes. If you notice the piston skirt size and the top, right, the thickness of the cylinder skirt and the thickness of the cylinder skirt, this could be a 54 millimeter right there compared to a 52. 54 and a 52. Yeah, that's what I think it is. And they're great to put on. They're nice and loud, and every cylinder has a different. This is a boost port right here. That's the exhaust port right there. These are the intake ports. And all of them have a little bit different configuration. Sometimes they're round. Sometimes they'll have a bar right between them. And here's this kit again. Here's what it looks like with the head on it. You have to get a bigger head and a little bit bigger head gasket. This is one I took apart. I had to use it for some reason. And this is another one. And that's a stroker right there. You can see the very top of that's an SEF. Anything SEF is good. I don't know who the parent company is of SES, FEF, or whatever the hell it is. But I've had good luck with them. And of course, VT Cycles is where I got all my parts. And everything I've asked them for, they've delivered very nicely. This right here is the little tiny aluminum plate that I had to make 1 millimeter thick to fit the European Vision metric kit cylinder onto my American engine, and it worked perfect. You can see there's the back of it. You have to have that thing. This will give you an idea. You can see that's an American quarter, and this is your stock 49cc piston, and this is your 85cc. And then if you're using a 94 engine in a 93 frame, you've got to put these two little grommets, stainless steel grommets, on the main engine mount bolt, which is about 8 inches wide, and it will make it work better. And you can see the difference between the stock cylinder head and the 85cc. And they're all different. I mean, I'm not in Hawaii, so I can't really go to different shops and see, you know, what is, kind of get a good look around. I hope to go there one day, because I'd like to go there and say hello and go on the beach and maybe do some surfing, or I don't know, just enjoy the warm weather. Okay, this is the two engines I had. So this is about 5 or 6 years ago. That's my thing on cylinder heads. Hope you like it.